out. When that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and their head with that shit.
Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They say you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the field like Jeepers Creepers, say they want some smoke, dawg. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. So if you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine then. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got him made, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told him I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dawg? Guns to butter, baby boy. UPK top, dawg. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ van to a damn tank. I got choppers stashed in the attic like they Anne Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show the skills, how I show the skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got him made, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real.
Yeah, those are messed up, no. Bad news, fit to beat your home, nigga. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby. Run that shit up, Trey.
They said you get on, you gon' represent, I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch me a whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan, I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course, get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that, I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick, I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about any part. I need a Vaselina like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zach, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Hopper free. Try to hold me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking over. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I make hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that business like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch me a whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan, I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that, I swear I'm to our core. Yeah, I just got off the call, I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. He ain't locked in with the counter, with you speaking to me far. Yeah, I just took the floor, ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign, tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion, they can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. Can't do with them steppers, niggas been
nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about any part. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zoc, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Harper Free. Try to hold me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking over. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I make hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that business like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. He ain't locked in with the count and when you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. Came them with them steppers, niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole cart. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, so that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our car. And I just made the call. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
This video taken by the ISUPK is posted on the school's website and on YouTube. He says he and members of his Christian Bible school are well within their First Amendment rights. But shop owners say they've heard enough. Today in court, their lawyers argued the group is trespassing. In addition, they say the group
niggas want me dead. Crackers too, but these coon ass niggas, they for the feds. My stick full of lead. In case these whole niggas try me, man, I might have to make that bed. No need to even flex. Cause how I walk it, how I talk it, let you know my speech direct. You heard what I said. Another move, your life passing through your mind, now you're big. And I'm fresh like a motherfucker. Niggas hating cause they more want us. I'm just coolin' by myself, but now they all on me. Shut up, bitch, eat a dick, I don't wanna love you. Sip that pool, wow, got your list up out your shoe now. Look what you finna do, wow, it's hot. Hop around these niggas till you flop. I'm busy getting mine, but all these niggas wanna duck. But it's cool, let me know I'm on the top. Steady in the courtroom, always fighting cops. Call the white man the devil, and that's off the top. So they try to stop my movement with a block, but I beat the case every damn time, so they watch. Waiting on a nigga to try to make me slip up. Walking up on me like homeboy, what's in your cup? Do you have any drugs? Well, let me see the slugs. Make it your bitch ass back, get mad, you ain't getting love. Your wife made you clip it damn nuts, yeah I know. Crazy what coon people will do for these hoes. But I ain't even pressed, I see why you going on. My nigga, you dead wrong, bust a nut, get it on.
Black and white land, shit is crazy. Black and white land, shit is crazy.
I'm freshen up, cleaner than the motherfucker. Good juice in my cup is redder than the blood sucker. Drip on leak, yeah, drip on me. Hey, talking about, but what the fuck do you mean? Yeah, you see these damn bitches, they be choosing on me. But I don't want the bitch, but that bitch drooling on me. I get the walking on the cause she wanna moving with me. But I won't have it cause she easy like spaghetti, homie. Unleashed it to the G. Who is he, that nigga from SC? Get your level straight before you approach a G. Cyan TC 0013. Sits on the stick, it got me cruising off the scene. The fuck do you mean? Yeah, nigga, yeah. They nigga be hating, but they can't penetrate us. Tryna shoot at us now later, but I'ma get you now. Potato on the bow, blang, blow.
But even 30 years later, videos don't necessarily lead to convictions of officers. Advocates for reform say that needs to change.
This a Batman tool, I promise you. This shit lit, cuz. This shit lit, alright? Run that joint.
Niggas looking for the light. Me and my niggas prepared for the dog. Yeah. So we gon' get it on for the last days, nigga. I already know what it is. 140 for the rebel.
They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. It's a problem, tell them pop on. I die for I let my colors fly, boy. For a nigga take me, they'll drop dead. AR, clean them up like a mop pig. J. Cool, he bad, he really so tough. They like, damn, look what he did, it really go rough. Little bitch think she Kiki Palmer, silly hoe. She know I'm that bull, but I ain't from Philly though. From the city where they say about that ribbon like petty poops. Know them niggas plotting, gotta deal with me. Can't catch me slipping, got to steal with me. Just left Alabama, bought a chopper from some hillbill move. He made my feel the blade. Leave them all bruised, come through like a plague. Rebel off the leash like a dog out the cage. Call me Johnny Blaze on Run West May. Watch your step get stretched like a limousine. So my brother bring that blade back wet, that's my enemy. A little nigga, this that cold, need to talk. Niggas know I got blood in my cup, I just sip it like it's grenadine. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war, let's see who make it out. Tell them niggas good night, here come the best. Look, told them niggas get right or get left. UPK, bad man, I pin to your flesh. Hellboy, rip the soul out of dead man shit. Got the rate, the power, I been a showstopper. Yeah, they might hate, but I know they gon' watch. Zone on lock, and you know the flow prop. Iced out, got the drip out of David Jones lock. Know I got the plan, they say that you the man. No shit, Sherlock, I'm the one you heard about. Burn down the building, let them all watch. Throw that one west up, then I swerve out. Sick with this shit, I do not need a detox. He don't watch a step, blow him out them Reeboks. We taking over, I'm sending the word out. Can't see me, little nigga, I put you in a bird box. Look, it's One West practical, gladiator, maximal. Creep on them slow, but that Glock fire rapido. All I want is more power, more straps to blow. Ain't got excuse for no car, he gon' have to go. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out. Earn your stripes, dog, you with us or not. We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the building, we in the spot. We can go to war and see who make it out.
Select, can you hear me? Bear with me. So something. All right, bear with me. Hold on a minute. That's lucky. Hear me?
Yeah, con. Cut on, con.
Stop this sound.
What's the lucky other one?
I'm just trying to start the sound.
Yeah, you're going in and out, you know. I don't know if it's my side. Might be my side, you know.
Bear with me.
Alright, look at mine. Kill it.
How do I remove pandemic forms?
Oh, dot. Other one. We'll go to the other one.
Hold on, this one. Can you hear me? There we hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it broke up a little bit the last couple of times you spoke.
All right, bear with me 1 second.
Yeah.
Wait, is there echo or no?
Slightly. Slight echo. Is there an echo on my side?
Slightly. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm just trying to.
Yeah, you're gone low now.
Oh, you know what? This one here. All right, what about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, Khan. Kado Khan.
All right, what about now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't see you though. There you are. You're dead now.
Hold on, bear with me 1 second.
Yeah, come
on. Bear with me. Oh, I can't do it from my side. We're going to be just really conventional the sound.
Yeah, Kado Khan. So, all right.
Wagwan priest, you good?
What's going on?
Listen, man, I'm hearing you, man. You ISUPK brothers be talking about the Jacobites that was in Scotland were originally black. You man ain't reaching that.
Listen, put that on the TV right there. You'll see. This is the transportations. If you look right there, it will let you know. Robert Adam, brown. William Bow, black. Dogo Campbell, brown complexion. Black, brown. I see brown, black, brown, black, brown. This is all the Jacobites that was shipped out of places like Ireland and so forth. This is the transportations.
Right.
So this is giving you the complexion of the Jacobites that was shipped out of these places to Barbados and other islands in the West Indies.
Yo, that's mad. So it's saying what? Robert Adams was a labourer and he was what? Brown faced. William Bell was what? Black, curled hair. Damn. That's deep, man.
Which means what as well? Which also means black people was in Europe. Why? Because they ruled the Dark Ages. So that's why they was in Europe.
You man are cold at history, man. All right, man. Shalom.
Let's get right to it, dog. You know it's raw. Well, let me catch you if you're showing off. They wanted to get you, I hold it off. Thought he was solid, but told it off. Running the field with the underdogs. Don't wanna get involved. I can admit it, I know what it's coming. I'm tripping, I got every group. Niggas will fumble a bag. I get to the cash fast, gotta salute. I've been a hustler, look how I'm coming up. You running your mouth, better run it up. I'm running this shit like a big dog. Living my movie, they pissed off. Pushing the law, cause we in charge. They gon' play this in the synagogues. How do I feel? I'm feeling great. Bigger the problem, the bigger the plate. Making my move, that shit gotta wait. Ahead of my time, keep it in line. Put on their face, I just learned to keep it all to myself. Wait, a couple of niggas that hang with me that'll bang for me. If I'm doing bad, never change on me.
We the salt of the earth. We the motherfucking underdogs. We underestimated. You understand what I'm saying?
I got
tunnel vision. There's a bunch of ways I'm gonna get it. It's my way or the highway if you ain't fucking with it. Do what I say or go about your fucking business and take this money with you. I ain't dealing with no fucking children if they not my own. Going by myself, I'ma die alone. These bitches catch my wave and more just hopping on. They hear what I make, it starts to turn them on. I think it's sorcery, the way they ride the bone, the black magic stick. They stopping by my home when I'm not even home. I'd rather be alone so I can conquer shit and I can see it wrong. I just keep popping shit cause I won't be here long. I'm hopping on the road and get my diesel on. She wanna drop it low and get her eagle on. My new bitch bad as fuck, she look like me alone. I came up from the dirt, was born right under y'all. And just like God of wine, said I just want it all. These niggas seasonal, I watch them leave and fall. The last gon' finish first, cause we some underdogs.
Okay.
There's a king that's coming back to save our people. Now we should be preparing ourselves for the return of our king, not stuck up in these denominations and religions that's destroying our people and destroying our nation.
So when we are in this kingdom and a brother and a sister is doing wickedly in this kingdom, we must tell them, look, the world is expecting you to stay docile, to stay stupid.
That's what Christianity teaches our people. Teaches our people to hate one another and love the oppressor. Like, we'll never forgive one another for anything that another brother or sister do to us, but we'll forgive the oppressor in a heartbeat. There's something wrong with that, man.
Imagine living your life as a whole Christian your whole life, and life's good because you're a Christian and Jesus is white and everything's going great, and there's a landslide and the earth opens up and you go downstairs and you walk through this place and you see a black Jesus, man. Why is Jesus Christ black with an afro in the catacombs, man? This predates the Renaissance period.
So when you read the book of Genesis, the trees in the garden with other nations, a leaf, what is a leaf to a tree? Cover the tree. So Adam took the cover.
All right, we're back. Let me, someone, Hakan, can you hear me clearly now?
Can't, sir.
All right, this is the ISUPK Wednesday history class. Had a bit of technical difficulties, it's all sorted now. Check out Commanding Johnny Hannah's radio show. We have classes here Monday through Friday. All week. We have camp on Saturdays. We have on the ends Fridays, Sabbath service Saturday morning. We've got a ton of things going on in the school. Get in touch. This was a whale of a time at the feast days, but I'm a jump straight in because we're running. Bear with me. Let me see where we left off. Bear with me. It's not this one. Yeah, go ahead. Let's go from here.
Kalawan Khan. And it was their single-minded pursuit to control the trading route of the Western Mediterranean.
So now Rome wanted to control the trading route. Now, when you control the trading route, what do? You control the sea and what comes in. You control the import and the export. And at this time, Carthage was a city which was thriving. So Rome was looking at it like, all right, then how can we make Carthage smaller and how can we conquer them? Go ahead.
Kalawan Khan, by 265 BC, made Carthage the wealthiest, most culturally advanced city of the region. Its trading posts stretch from the coast of Spain and France to Sicily and Sardinia.
So now that's letting you know the lands of Carthage, and they was thriving. Because why? They was part of this after the Bronze Age. They started going into iron and so forth. So they had moved around the earth, and then as this is the Iron Age, they discovered other cities and said, all right, then we can have trade routes here and rule over them. And that's how Carthage began to rule over places like Greece, but not Greece, I mean Spain and so forth. Lucky, go ahead.
Kalawan Khan. And from there, south across the whole of North Africa.
And then they moved across the whole of North Africa. So they moved across the whole of North Africa. Go ahead.
While Carthage had come into conflict with other maritime peoples.
And the maritime is like when you're traveling and by sea and so forth. Go ahead.
Particularly the Greeks, in the process of establishing these trading routes, its relations with the city-state of Rome and the seafaring peoples of Italy had been friendly. Treaty protecting Carthage trade routes were established with Rome in 509 BC.
So now, at first, Rome came on nice and friendly and established covenants and agreements and said, all right, well, this trade route belongs to you. We're not going to infringe on these things. Little do you know, when you're dealing with these Edomites, whatever treaty they pass with you, just know they're going to break it sooner or later.
That's right.
Listen, man, I'm trying to tell you, they made deals with the Windrush and said they could stay here. Now they want to go back on it, man. Now they want to go back on it. And that's what they do. Whenever you feel like these that have made you secure, just know they're going to come and go back on what they said. Go ahead.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Where are we? Now in 265 BC, however, all that was about to change, although no one...
Now in 265 BC, all that was about to change. Now Carthage thought them and Rome was cool, and then Rome was looking at their money and their wealth the whole time. Go ahead.
However, all that was about to change, although no one knew it at the outset. Rome's first great war with Carthage, known as the First Punic War, Punic meaning Latin word for Phoenician.
See? So now, Latin meaning Phoenician, and now the people of Carthage, they spoke like a Phoenician language, and it was an ancient city as well. Go ahead.
Begun in 264 BC, the moment of incitement was when Rome was called upon to help resolve a small dispute on the island of Sicily, a Carthaginian province. See map, previous page, the city of Salaki. For it required developing a weapon Rome had not yet tried out, let alone built. A navy, according to the Polybus. The Romans seized the opportunity to build a war fleet for the first time in their history when a Carthaginian ship hurrying the crossing of Rome troops to Sicily ran aground on the coast of the southern Italy. The Romans seized it, copied its design, and within a year, produced a navy of 100 oared warships.
See, I'm telling you, man, the white man ain't got no creations of his own, man. He sees somebody else's creations and he seizes it. He sees their creations and created warships. Go ahead.
Kadawan Khan. They even took the opportunity of enhancing the ships with a secret weapon, a rotatable spiked boarding bridge.
See, and all these weapons, these Edomites in Rome have been doing these things from time and time again. Now they're getting weapons and so forth. Why? Because they're looking at Carthage like, shit, let's see what Carthage has got and let's see what we can get. Go ahead.
Thus armed, the Romans, led by their admiral Gaius Dullius, won their first sea battle at Mali in 260 BC.
So now they're having sea battles. Now. Listen, one of the most famous sea battles is the Spanish Armada. I believe that was a sea battle. So Lucky, go ahead.
I got this. So that despite some major setbacks, including the ill-advised invasion of North Africa, the destruction of their fleet by storms no less than 3 times, and near financial ruin, the Romans responded to adversity in typical never say die fashion.
See, and these Romans never gave up, man. Though half their fleets was destroyed and everything, they never gave up. They kept fighting and kept coming back. Go ahead.
They rebuilt their ships. Crucially, they were given a much needed breathing space when in 247 BC, the Carthaginians chose to focus not on defeating the Romans, but on restoring their loyal wavering toward Rome.
See? And imagine, Carthage didn't try to destroy the Romans. They tried to salvage whatever relationship they had. Go ahead.
Of the Numidians and the Libyans in the interior of North Africa, when on the 10th of March 241 BC, Rome won a decisive victory over the Carthaginians.
So now Carthage, this is their first war with Rome. Rome won. So Rome won that war. They had 3 wars. It was called the Punic Wars. Go ahead.
Relief fleet of the Aegates Island to the north of Sicily, the Romans finally achieved mastery of the sea.
So now they've learned out how to work the sea. Go ahead.
At that time, the Carthaginians general Hamilcar was conducting a successful guerrilla war against the Roman army on Sicily. Even though he himself had not been beaten, he was instructed by political leaders in Carthage to come to terms.
And listen, man, imagine they was instructed to come to terms with the Roman, even though they wasn't beaten, even though they was winning wars, they was instructed to come to terms with the Romans, man. Like, come to terms and, you know, let's just work something out, because obviously, clearly, the North Africans didn't want to fight. Go ahead.
The undefeated general submission to Roman the undefeated general's submission to the Romans symbolized the unresolved nature of the First War. If striking the peace treaty rankled the Carthaginians' leadership, there were more bitter pills to swallow. In the immediate aftermath of the war, Carthage evacuated Sicily, and with the exception of the
So now they evacuated Sicily. So usually when people sign treaties, the troops that's in someone's land usually leaves. Now the Carthaginian troops ended up leaving Sicily. Sicily is in Italy. So like go ahead, Hakian.
No, throw out a cap for that. Appreciate it. Rome's first overseas province, harsh conditions were imposed, principally the indemnity that Carthage had to pay Rome. 32.
See, so now Rome has started to do what? Put taxes on Carthage. And who likes to put taxes on people today?
Yep.
White people.
Yep.
They like to come to your country and
Yep.
put taxes on you. They got their first city, and now they're taxing Carthage now. And they're taxing everyone that was taxing the Caribbean, everybody, man. They tax the world, and it shows that they have the same spirit as the Romans, man. When you actually understand Rome, you understand the way the system's set up today. The whole thing comes from Rome. That's lucky. Go ahead.
3,200 talents of silver, the equivalent of 82,000 kilograms of Carthage weakness. The equivalent of 82,000 kilograms, which is 80 tons, to be paid over 10 years.
See, so now they're stripping Carthage of its wealth now. They at first they was weighing up how much Carthage has got, and now they're taxing Carthage, saying, all right, you owe us this, pay us this over 10 years. Until this day, these countries still do these things. Say, all right, you got this much years to pay us. Listen, man, I'm sure Germany had to pay all these European countries money, man. They had to pay a ton of money. So they're always doing these things. Lucky, go ahead.
Rome then took advantage of Carthage's weaknesses to expel Carthaginians.
See? And now now this is the thing. Once you give in to the oppressor, he will see that you're giving, and he will just walk all over you, man. You would have thought he would have said, all right, we got them beat, let's stop now. Not this oppressor. He will walk all over you, and that's the same thing that he's doing to the Carthaginians. Go ahead.
Unceremoniously from both Sardinian and Corsia, in the space of a few years, Rome had moved seamlessly from a position of seeking to defend its allies in the region by excluding the Carthaginians from Italian waters.
Which means now, if they exclude you from Italian waters, what does that mean? That means you can't trade nowhere near there. That's what that means. That means nowhere near there you can trade. You can't trade nowhere near there. Go ahead.
To exploiting the 3 wealthy islands for its own enrichment.
See, and they done this why? So they could exploit the islands for its own enrichment. Who does that today? Don't America do that? Didn't Great Britain do that? Which
Right.
lets you know they're just an extension of the Roman Empire. They see what you've got going on, and if they want it, they're going to come and take it. Go ahead.
Kalawan Khan. Because Salaki, if I may, sir, because they get obviously reincarnated back into the land, right? These same people, right? So they're
Exactly,
the same people back then, aren't they?
Exactly, the same spirit of the Romans is right here now. It's in the same spirit of the Romans. Is in the Roman Empire. Is in the British Empire. It's the same people, man. Yes, Lucky, go ahead.
Corn, as well as other riches, flowed into Rome from the islands.
See, so now Rome's getting all the riches that Carthage used to get now. Now it's flowing into Rome. And this is how Rome became rich, by conquering other countries and setting up certain things. Go ahead.
And yet, despite this naked show of imperialism, the question of whom controlled the Mediterraneans had still not been answered. The region of the contention between the established Carthaginian Empire and Rome, fledgling overseas empire, now became Spain.
See, so now they both want Spain now, because Carthage had Spain, and now Rome wants Spain. Rome saying, "Yo, we should defeat them, and we can take everything that they have." Go ahead.
The general Hamilcar headed up an extraordinary.
As Lucky Mafamia said, Lucky said, some Sicilians, Israelites weren't the Moors in Sicily. Well, the Moors was all over Europe, but a full-on Sicilian would be a devil. Now, if there is any Israelites there, it would just be a black man that lives in Italy. That's what it would be. So it would just be a black man that lives in Italy or a black man that lives in Spain. But a full-on Sicilian, Italian to the core, they would be devils. But we was everywhere. But if their fathers are Israelite, that would make them Israelites. But for the most part, when you go Italy now, it's a ton of devils over there. Now, also with Italy now, it's a ton of devils and a ton of Hamites out there now. So a ton of Hamites living in Italy right now. But it's lucky. Go ahead, Hakan.
Kalawan Khan. Excluding the Carthaginians from Italian waters, as well as other riches, flowed into Rome from the islands. And yet, despite this naked show of imperialism, the question of whom controlled the Mediterranean had still not been answered. The region of the contention between the established Carthaginian Empire and the Roman fledgling overseas empire now became Spain. The general Hamilcar headed up an extraordinary force and went there in 238 BC with the express purpose of building a new empire to make up for the loss of Sicily, Sardinia, and Corsia.
So now they lost empire, so they're trying to make a new empire now. Go ahead.
Kalawan Khan, the mines of Spain were rich in gold and silver.
See, so now North Africa was originally getting this. Now the Romans are getting it. Now they're getting the gold, the silver, and that's what will happen. You will do nothing wrong, and Rome will come sack your country because they want your riches. Go ahead.
Kalawan Khan, a new army could be recruited from the local tribes there, and the country's grain supply could compensate for the loss of Sardinians. Through a combination of campaigns, treaties, and alliances, Hamilcar with his sons expanded their control of Spain, while Carthage continued to supply his expeditionary force with officers, elephants, and colonists.
So now Carthage was supplying them with elephants, and then in the Second Punic War, Carthage, them man came with elephants, man. They traveled with elephants across the Alps. Nobody knew it could be done until Hannibal and them crossed the Alps, man. Certain parts of Europe on elephants, scared the white man. So lucky, go ahead.
Is another one? Is that remind me a little bit of 300? You know, because I never saw elephants in. You know the film 300. I never.
Is the elephants in the water and the?
Yeah, they got. I think They got elephants or something in there, some type of something like elephants or something like that.
Copied Carthage with that because they traveled on elephants, man, and crossed the Alps on the elephants. That's lucky. Go ahead.
Wow, elephants from Africa. So sorry. Oh, this is in Rome. Okay, so they ship them out there.
If I may, like knowing what we know now about elephants, we see them in the zoo, so it's nothing. But could you imagine being from a certain part of the earth? You never seen an elephant in your life. You seen an army of them. Yo, shit yourself, man.
A large elephant with a big trunk. You be like, yo, what's that? I'm telling you that there were those elephants that used to smash through gates. So certain kingdoms used to have to put spikes on the gates to stop the elephants from smashing through it, man. The elephants would see the spikes and not smash through certain entrances, man. But Salaki, go ahead.
Khan. Nervous of the growing power base that Carthage was building in Spain.
Now Carthage is now building power in Spain, man. Go ahead.
Rome sent envoys in 226 BC to New Carthage, modern day Carthage.
Rome stopped the first Carthage, so they said we're going to build a new empire. It was called New Carthage. Now Rome's bothered old Carthage. Now they're going to bother New Carthage. Go ahead.
Asking the Carthaginians to limit their expansion to the river Ebro.
The white man's the devil, man. How are you telling someone to limit their expansion? Imagine that. They're telling them to limit their expansion when they're everywhere. They should have limited their expansion. Now they're telling Carthage, yo, limit your expansion. And then if Carthage don't do it, guess what that means? Rome's gonna go to war with them again. It's lucky. Go ahead.
They agreed, but the peace was only temporary because Rome then strategically.
Peace of what?
They agreed. Salakia. They agreed, but the peace was only temporary.
Listen, man, understand this. Whenever you agree with the oppressor, it's only temporary. That's right. Only, man. He tells you, yeah, man, you got indefinite stay in England. It's temporary. He can change his mind tomorrow.
That's right.
I'm telling you, it's temporary. Listen, these North Africans should have knew this, man. They should have knew this man's the devil. So lucky, go ahead.
And you know what? If I may add to that, they've done some peace treaty in Israel right now. In what do you call it? You know, the place there, Palestine, right? And I was just saying, just what you were saying, that don't last long. That ain't gonna last. They're going to war again. I know. Exactly the same.
So lucky, my family said, what's the name of the book? The book is Lucky Hakim. I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you're too up. No, that's it, sir. No, too up, man.
The book is called Ancient Rome. Yeah, the book is called Ancient Rome. So I give you everything from all the Augustus and whatnot. But it's lucky. Go ahead, Hakim.
Yeah, can't, sir. They agreed, but the peace was only temporary because Rome then strategically established an alliance with the independent city of Saguntum.
And that's what the oppressor does. He establishes an alliance to fight you. So guess what? Now, in England, white people and migrants about to go to war, and the white man's trying to establish an alliance with you, trying to say, because it's your country too. Now it's our country now.
Oh,
yeah. All of a sudden, it's our country too now. All of a sudden, it's our country. We're not talking about you Jamaicans because you've been here and you came here to listen. To butter you up with nice words. They tell you, you came here to work, and we're not talking about you. We're talking about them. Whereas when you go back in the 60s, how they treating them now is how they was treating us.
Exactly. Calm.
Ask your grandparents. One day your grandparents sat in these migrant chairs. That's right. One day your grandparents had on these migrant trousers, man. Imagine the burning down the migrant hotels. Back then, they was burning down our houses. That's right. That's what they was doing. Understand this. Always remember, what the oppressor does to anybody, he done it to you first. That's right. I'm trying to tell you, you can find any race on this earth which is mistreated. I guarantee you they mistreated us the same way first.
Right.
I'm telling you, don't trust the word they say. They want you to fight for them. Like, it's your country too. No. Until, guess what? When they get rid of the migrants, what do you think is coming next? You're getting rid of you next. Listen, man. You're gonna be in that celebration parade, and a man's gonna just toss you aside, man. Say, no, you're the new enemy now. Man's gonna say, no, we're done with them. You're the enemy now. That's what's gonna happen, man. I'm telling you, I've seen it time and time again. We side with them, and then they throw everything back in our face and let us know, no, you ain't one of us. But it's lucky. Go ahead.
So like it's when we called him a serpent in the garden, that weren't no joke, man. Because that's exactly what he is. Use us, and then he's gonna turn and bite us same way, straight away.
Exactly. That person is the devil, man. I'm trying to tell you. So okay, go ahead.
Because Rome then strategically established an alliance with the independent city of Saguntum on the Mediterranean coast of North Carthage by making an ally.
That's lucky. I can get this one.
Okay.
An ally of the city on Rome, periphery of Carthage, expanding the Spanish Empire. Rome.
See? So now Rome's gone where Carthage is now. They're trying to expand the Spanish Empire. Go ahead.
Rome could eventually justify a war once again by claiming to come to Saguntum's defense.
See? So now Rome found someone that Carthage wasn't seeing eye to eye with and made allies with them. And your governments do that today, man. They will side with a country knowing they don't like another country. They did this in World War I and World War II. Certain countries will side together, so they have an excuse to invade another country. And Rome started off all these strategic things, and the press just does it today. That's lucky. Go ahead.
Khan, a time bomb for a future war was thus set ticking. The man who was prepared to take on Rome for a second time and tried to reverse the result of the first war was Hamilcar's younger son, Hannibal.
Listen, man, this is where Hannibal comes in, man. Yo, apparently Hannibal was a bad man war general, man. Apparently Hannibal was a war general. So to say. So lucky, go ahead.
In 2020, so like Hannibal, like one of them, like a black African or one of them Arab-looking ones.
Nah, he's a Hamite.
Hamite.
Hannibal's a proper Hamite.
So in North Africa today, it's them like Arab-looking ones like Morocco and that.
Nah, Hannibal's a Hamite as could be.
Okay, no sweat. In 2021 BC, he had assumed command over the Carthaginians.
Like Hannibal. When you trace these Carthaginians lineage up, now they go back up to Phoenician, then they go up to Tyre, then they go up to Canaan. So these are the original Canaanites. So even history will tell you that these Carthaginians was Canaanites. So then it will let you know where they lived, and they moved because of the Bronze Age. They wanted to go look for iron, found other places, and settled on Carthage. So when you follow the history up, it would let you know that these are the original Canaanites. How do you know that the Canaanites? Why? Because the gods that they served was the same gods that the Canaanites were serving. Hannibal's name actually means blessed by Baal. That's his name. See if you can pull it up, what Hannibal means. Hannibal actually means blessed by Baal. And who worshipped Baal? The Canaanites, man. The Canaanites that we was at war with in Israel worshipped Baal. And Hannibal's name means blessed by Baal. If my memory serves me justly.
Yeah, you're right. One second.
Shit, I thought I was right. So lucky. So that's what Hannibal means. Hannibal means blessed by Baal or Lord of Baal, whichever way you want to look at it.
Well, that's deep.
Oh, lucky. Go ahead.
And it reads, Hannibal etymology. The name Hannibal originates from Latin Hannibal, which is derived from the Punic, meaning may the Lord Baal grace me.
See, and his name has Baal in it. Hold on, let me go. Let me go one further. Everybody talking about everybody languages this and that. When you go back, you'll realize that a lot of these nations were speaking a dialect of Hebrew way back then. Moab was speaking the dialect of Hebrew. Ammon was speaking the dialect of Hebrew. Esau was speaking the dialect of Hebrew. Don't let me pull the books out to show you what people were speaking once upon a time. Listen, man, I can go to all of them books. Afamia said, so lucky, if I may, what is the difference between Europe and the UK? All right, so Europe is the continent and the UK is inside Europe. So the UK means the United Kingdom, which is England, Ireland, Scotland, Northern Ireland. That makes up the UK. So that's the United Kingdom. But all of them are just separate countries, which is inside Europe. So Europe is one of the continents. So you know how you will have the continent of Asia, then you have the countries which is inside Asia. This Europe's the continent, and inside the continent of Europe is like England, Spain, Russia, and so forth. So that's all that is. Go ahead.
In 221 BC, he assumed command over the Carthaginian forces in Spain.
So now Hannibal's ruling over the Carthaginian forces in Spain.
When he was 9, went on a sacrifice and sworn him. No, I'm going too fast. When he was 9, when a famous story, his father had dipped his hand in blood of a sacrifice and sworn him to an eternal hatred of Rome.
Read that one more time.
Gone. When he was 9, went a famous story. His father had dipped his hand in blood of a sacrifice and sworn him to an eternal hatred of Rome.
And listen, Hannibal's father, they said, he dipped his hand in blood and sworn him to a hatred of Rome, man. And that's all right for Hannibal to hate the people that hate his people, man. Listen, Hannibal's a Hamite, but when it comes to war and whatnot, he stood for something, man.
That's right.
He took over from his father, and he's like, all right, then, Rome's trying to do us. Well, we're going to fight back, man. Hannibal said, yo, we're going to fight back. When you read in the Bible about Sidon and Tyre and so forth, Hannibal comes from those people. So when you talk about Canaanite in the Bible, Hannibal is a Canaanite. So over time, certain trade routes. So while it is people start moving through the earth, for different places, and then they find a place to settle. Then when they find a place to settle, they take on a new name. But if you follow it all the way back up, you'll see that they come from the Canaanites. That's lucky. Go ahead.
Now, the 27-year-old general had his excuse to vent that wrath.
See, so now, because Rome's messing with him now Hannibal can take his frustration out on Rome, man. Because he's like, no. I'm a warrior. We're gonna, you get me? We're gonna go to war over this. Go ahead.
To his mind, the city of Saguntum, which had begun harassing neighboring Carthaginian towns, was a threat and impediment to their control of Spain and the security of the Western Empire. So, with authorization from the leaders of Carthage, Hannibal crossed the river Ebro and took the city by storm. War had been declared.
Listen, man, Hannibal crossed the Alps on elephants. I don't know if it says it there. Does it say it anywhere there?
Not yet, probably later on.
Oh, yeah, all right, no.
The Romans expected the Second Punic War to be fought in Spain. They were utterly wrong-footed. This conflict, which lasted from 218 to 201 BC,
so that's about 17 years,
and was the greatest of wars between the two rival empires.
So now, this was the greatest wars between the two rival empires. Why? Because Hannibal was a warrior. He's going back and forth with them. Rome's got their warriors. These are going back and forth. Go ahead.
Is legendary for Hannibal's extraordinary decision to invade Italy and march on Rome. In the spring of 218 BC, he set out on a 1,600 kilometer, 10,000 mile journey across.
So he went on a 10,000 mile journey, man. He's going to war. They thought the war was going to be fought in Spain. Hannibal had other plans, man. Go ahead.
So like across hostile territory, 12,000 cavalry, 90,000 infantry.
Listen, man, imagine how much men he railed up. 12,000 cavalry, 90,000 infantry. Go ahead.
And 37 war elephants.
And what?
37 war elephants.
He came with war elephants, man. Like I said, you know what a war elephant does? Smashes through doors, man. Smashes through wood and all of those kind of things. He came with them war elephants. Them Romans must have seen those. Listen, you do know about how much money is an elephant taking out?
No.
Listen, let that elephant stampede. He's got 37 of them, man.
Thousands. It would take thousands out. I would have thought.
Listen, you with your little spear ain't stopping no elephant, man.
Trust me.
Look,
The skin is thick, innit? The skin is thick.
It's actually ain't nothing biting through them elephants, man. Hannibal came with war elephants. He's like, all right, then.
Madness.
We're going to go to war now. He swore blind, you know what? I'm going to take down Rome. That's what he said. Why? Because Rome was attacking his people.
Mm.
We're telling you to come in here, not to fight, not to get on a war elephant. We're telling you to just come in here and say the white man's the devil.
That's right.
That's right.
Change your life. It's not a big ass.
That's
what
right.
we're telling you to do. Listen, man, imagine this. Hannibal had 37 war elephants. Listen, man, the Lord has what? Angels and listen, one of the Lord's angels could take out all of them war elephants.
That's right.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. The things that we're scared of don't even make no sense being scared of. Because every time I read that scripture of how the angels look, I'll be getting petrified, man. Imagine if that landed. Listen, most black people are scared to touch a rat or a mouse. So most people are scared to touch a rat or a mouse. Imagine seeing them angels with four faces.
So like you said, man, them are scared of dogs. Millie, scared of my damn dog Millie.
Exactly.
Man, them people around the area. Imagine, like you said, them terrible, ugly looking angels, boy. Oh, it's a wrap.
Exactly.
It's a wrap, blood.
That's okay. You see a water elephant.
Mm-hmm.
What makes it different from a regular elephant or wild elephant?
The water elephants, I think they're ultra aggressive. They're meant to be ultra aggressive and they're trained as well.
Okay.
So they're trained to do certain things.
And they're
got better endurance. Yeah, the hardcore better endurance, the whole lot. Usually they have, we'll put weapons and stuff on them. Also, yes, Lucky, go ahead.
No, sir.
Are they not armored as well, or the one? Armored, them war elephants. They would have armor, wouldn't they?
Say that again.
They'd have armor, wouldn't they? They'd be armored.
Yeah, yes.
Such a feat demanded courage and resourcefulness. At the River Rhone, 500 meters, 1,650 feet wide, and too deep to wade across. The elephants were enticed onto rafts by mahouts. The animals were deceived by a covering of soil laid on the rafts to make them look like solid ground. Once two females had floated across. Next slide.
That's lucky.
Hannibal walked into Italy in the company of, at the lowest estimate, 20,000 infantry.
Oh, so lucky. Hold on. Let me just get my family's question. He goes, can you give me an understanding as to how Japhites were the native Europeans? All right, then. So after the flood, in history, it lets you know that Japhet migrated northward and eastward, which was Europe. So Japhet migrated northward and eastward, and then when you look, they migrated to regions in Europe. So that's how you know they went, like, some of them went Europe, Northern Asia, and so forth. So bit by bit, they would migrate. So yeah, it lets you know after the flood, started to migrate to those places. Go ahead.
Hannibal walked into Italy in the company of.
Lets you know they went around the Mediterranean and then in the old history books it will let you know the migrations of where people went and so forth. But yeah, they migrated northward and eastward and so forth, and ended up in Europe and Anatolia and all of them places. But it's lucky. Go ahead, Hakian.
Hannibal walked into Italy in the company of, at the lowest estimate, 20,000 infantry.
Listen, man, Hannibal walked into Italy, man. Hannibal went to fight them on their own territory. Why? They was in Spain thinking this fight's going to take place in Spain. Hannibal said, damn that, man. Hannibal walked into Italy and went to fight them in their own backyard. Go ahead.
Khan. 6,000 cavalry and a minority of elephants. The infantry might have been double that size.
So he says the infantry might have been double that size, but now they can't. Obviously, now they don't know how much was there. They're giving an estimate. Go ahead.
Khan. He rested them all for 2 weeks. Sorry, he rested them all for 2 weeks before proceeding to match the great feat of reaching Italy with another, destroying every Roman force he met there.
Listen, man, Hannibal and them was destroying Roman forces on the way. Every Roman force they met on that way, Hannibal and them North Africans was destroying them, man. Go ahead.
Karawan Khan. Between the winter of 218 BC and the summer of 216 BC, at the Battle of Tinicius, Trebia, and Trasimene, see map page 49, the young general Hannibal surpassed the Romans in military flair.
And they say that Hannibal used to fight with like a guerrilla warfare style.
Oh.
So the way Hannibal was fighting, the Romans weren't used to that kind of fight. So they say, go ahead.
What's guerrilla warfare, the one? What's the difference?
Guerrilla warfare is like them men is charging at you. They're charging at you. There's no strategy in it. They're just charging at you so quick. It's like a man that's a brawler, basically. It's like a man that's a brawler.
Oh.
Rome, listen, the North Africans was charging and charging and charging. So, Lucky, go ahead.
Oh, that's why they call it guerrilla warfare, because guerrillas charging.
Right.
That's
what I'm saying. So them like auntie, they're jumping out of bushes doing the whole lot. Now, what you'll find out is most nations other than Edomites fight with guerrilla warfare. How the white man fights is you'll set a trap in the woods and you get caught up in a bear trap. That's how they fight. Put a bear trap in the woods, you get caught in a bear trap and so forth. That's their kind of fighting. It's dirty. Their kind of fighting is dirty. That's Lucky. Go ahead.
Khan. Hannibal surpassed the Roman military flair strategy and daring to consistently crush armies far larger than his own. The climax to his Italian camp.
He was crushing armies larger than his own, which lets you know going to war ain't about numbers, man. Sometimes people look at numbers and think, yo, numbers mean something. Nah, man. Numbers don't mean nothing, man. Listen, you got a train, man. Them numbers don't mean nothing. Go ahead.
Khan. The climax to his Italian campaign, however, was the Battle of Cannae, a place that became synonymous with Roman tragedy. At this confrontation in the region of Apulia, he succeeded in surrounding an army double the size of his own with both flanks of his superior African cavalry. As the encircling Carthaginian alliances closed in, a prolonged period of butchery ensued. 45,500 Roman and allied infantry were killed, along with 2,700 cavalry. The battle cut a massive swath through the office corps of the aristocratic elite too. No fewer than 80 senators died on the battlefield. Indeed, it is. That's a lot of people killed. That's a lot of people, like 45,500 Romans and the allied infantry were killed, along with 2,700 cavalry.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine that 45,500 Roman and allied infantry were killed. Listen, man, these Hamites was going to war, man. These Hamites was actually warring. They killed all these Romans. Listen, I didn't know there's that much people on Earth, man. Imagine if one day 45,500 people from England got killed. The Earth would, to me, I think it would feel empty, man. That's a large number. Yes, Lucky, go ahead.
And also, that would have been the Sagitum people as well, isn't it?
Exactly.
They're allies with them, right?
So it would have been the allies and the Romans. So these lot are there with their war elephants, killing armies larger than theirs. Like Hannibal was like the men that would just back down and say, you know what, let's just let Rome walk all over us. Hannibal weren't saying that, man. Hannibal was like, nah, we're gonna go to war with them. Go ahead.
Madness, Khan. The battle cut a massive swath through the office corps of the Democratic elite too. No fewer than
These
80.
these are killing the elite too, man. Go ahead.
No fewer than 80 senators died on the battlefield.
No fewer than 80 senators, which means more than 80 senators died on the battlefield. Go ahead.
And senators are what other one?
A senator is like, I want to say a leader.
Okay. Indeed, it is said that perhaps no Western army had suffered higher. Next slide, other one. Casualties in a single day of fighting.
Look, man, it said no one else suffered more casualties than this in a single day of fighting. Go ahead.
Boy, in the Bible, that's a bit different because, I mean, are they saying no in history? Are they saying?
Hold on, let me go back. Let me see. It says, but indeed, it said that perhaps no Western army has suffered higher.
So Western army. Okay.
So this is talking about in the West.
Okay, can't gonna say. Anyway, casualties in a single day of fighting before or since than the Romans did at Cannae.
Listen, man. Every time them Romans think there's something, just remind them how much of them died in one day, man. How much of them was getting whooped by the North Africans at one stage. They was getting whooped, man. So go ahead.
Yeah, so they better be careful because there's a lot of them in East London, a lot of Africans around there, a lot of Africans up this side as well. So if they want to get their Tommy Robertson people them and they're trying to get into some type of war.
Yeah, but I hope Hannibal's not reincarnated somewhere in London, man. Yeah, but I hope the Hannibal. Listen, any Hamite that likes elephants could be Hannibal, man. I'm telling you, could be a Hannibal reincarnated, man. I'm trying to tell you. Get me them Hamites are about getting sick of their oppressor right now. Listen, they better mind that Traore ain't damn Hannibal reincarnated, man.
Who's that? Who's that other one? Sorry, you gonna mute other one. What's that? I can't hear you at all, You gone? No, you're dead, man. You're dead, other one. Can't hear you at all. Can't hear. I don't know if it's mine. It's not mine, is it? Let me just see.
Nice, Mike. Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, can't.
Yeah, the battery died. So yeah, it's a Hamite. It's a Hamite. That's who was he mad at over there? I can't remember who was mad at. Ain't he the one that Putin wants to work with? Some nonsense like that.
Can't.
Mafamia said, "Isn't Latin a lost language as it's still spoken in Rome?" So in Rome, the main language is Italian, but a few people speak Latin. But over there, they consider Latin a dead language because nobody really speaks it. So now everyone would just speak Italian, whereas the odds 2 people, 3 people probably speak Latin, but outside of that, nobody speaks it no more. But lucky, go ahead, Hakim.
This defeat sent shockwaves through southern Italy, where many of Rome's allies and colonies now defected to Carthage.
Listen, now the one that joined Carthage, man. They're like, shit, look at these North Africans with the elephants. Now the one that joined Carthage, man. They defected to Carthage. They're like, shit. Listen, they seen that and was like, yo, that's what we need to be. That's lucky. Go ahead.
Khan. This had always been Hannibal's plan, and now it was paying off.
So now that Hannibal's done whooping them Romans, now all the people, the allies of Rome, are now trying to switch sides and join Carthage. Because in their mind, they're like, shit, Carthage is about to wipe the floor with Rome. So they're like, yo, we better join Carthage. So when Carthage wins this war, they don't conquer our lands. They still give us our freedom. So that's why they was trying to join Carthage, and Hannibal was smart with it. Hannibal's like, we whoop the Romans, we get all the lands, all their allies, we got all their lands will belong to us. Go ahead.
Khan. Slovakia. To all appearances, Rome, the precious fledgling empire, was doomed to be short-lived.
Listen, man, everyone's seen how North Africa was making quick work of Rome, and they was like, yo, this empire of Rome that only sprung up a couple of years ago with Romulus and Remus, and there's 7 hills and all of those things. They're seeing the end of this, man. They're like, yo, this is going to be short-lived, because if Hannibal was able to kill 45,500 of them, and he came to Italy and done it in their backyard, like everybody knows with fighting, a man that's at home has the home advantage. Imagine a man comes to your home and whoops you. Yo, listen, you see what it is? I couldn't lose a fight in my house, man. I'm not supposed to lose. No, listen, that's like you coming to my house and fighting me. I'm not supposed to lose, man. Listen, how can I know where every stick is, every sharp piece of glass is?
That's
No,
right.
I'm supposed to know. I'm supposed to. You're gonna fight me. I'm gonna let you win the fight until we get to my under where the sofa is. Okay.
Right.
I know what's underneath the sofa. I know what's underneath the sofa. I got home advantage.
That's like if I may say, like when a boxer goes to a man's hometown, yeah, and beat him up in his hometown, it's embarrassing. You know what I mean? So same kind of thing. You come to their hometown, you know what I mean? You know, he's got to represent. It's his hometown.
Exactly. Exactly.
I just sent you a text on the one.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. Go handle it. Go handle it.
Come on.
Wait me 1 second.
With Hannibal and his army recalled to Carthage to help defend the country.
So now Hannibal and his army was called to Carthage to help defend the country. Go ahead.
Scipio finally came face to face with the great Carthaginians general at Zama.
So now this is Scipio. This is the one to say America was named after Leo Scipio. No, Africa was named after Leo Scipio Africanus. This is him right here. So he was a Roman general. Now, what's his name? What's that Hamite's name I just mentioned? Hannibal. Yeah. Hannibal was a Carthaginian general. So these are both generals. Go ahead.
About 120 kilometers, 75 miles from Carthage in 202 BC.
And also, people make out like the whole landmass was called Africa. It wasn't, man. Before it was called that, it wasn't. You do know that even little things like Nigeria, that weren't the name. There was a woman that named it. She's seen it, and she's like, because it was near the river Niger, she called it Niger area. So Nigeria just means Niger area. That's all it means. Area, same thing. Niger area. So she looked at it and said, it's around the Niger. That's the Niger area. And over time, you Hamites run around because I'm Nigerian. See if you can pull that up for me, how Nigeria got its name. All it means is Niger area. I see Hamites talking about, because you use a lot of slaves, you don't know where you come from. No, do you? If you're calling yourself Nigeria, you was named by a white woman. He was the wife of, I can't remember what her husband's name was. But the etymology of it is Niger area. That's how it got the name. That's why Nigeria sounds like Niger area. Who knows, I might be wrong. We're going to pull it up and see. Yeah, go ahead.
Term Nigeria, coined in the late 19th century by British journalist Flora Shaw.
See, so you Nigerians, the country, your name came from Flora Shaw. Go ahead.
In 1897, she proposed the name in an article of the Times of London referring to the region along the Niger River.
See? So that's how you got your name, because it was along the Niger River and they called it Niger area. Go ahead.
The name combines Niger, which is believed to come from Turag phrase meaning rivers of river, with the Latin derived suffix ia, which is commonly used in geographical names to denote a land or region.
See? So the suffix denotes a land or region. So that's how that got the name. Mafamia said, so lucky for my questions, what was the original name of Africa? So Africa never had one name. While it is, Africa was named after its tribes. So you would have like the Edo kingdom, this kingdom, that kingdom. So it was named after their tribes or after kings that ruled it. So it would have those names. Then over time, the oppressor came. There was a thing called the Berlin Conference. And then they started just carving up all of Africa, naming it certain things, and that's how a lot of it got its names. So you're able to put me back on there. The first one.
At a meeting with his adversary, Hannibal attempted to negotiate peace.
See, so now at this meeting, Hannibal wanted to negotiate peace. But listen, man, what peace can we have after you've killed like over 50,000 people, man? I feel like the time for peace is gone now. Like, I feel like now there's no time for peace. Go ahead.
Scipio refused. The Roman knew that the advantage was now with him.
See, Scipio refused. Now he knows he's got the advantage. Because now, if a man comes to make peace, that might make you say, "Yo, what advantage have I got?" Listen, you see, if a man's sometimes there'll be two niggas that's gonna fight, and one that don't want to fight. The other one's scared too, but because he sees you're more scared, he plays on it. And Leo Scipio's doing the same thing, man. So, okay, go ahead.
The Roman knew that the advantage was now with him. As the lines of the battle drew up, he and his army knew too what to expect from a fight with the Carthaginians.
See, so now they worked them out. Now the Hamites was whooping them first. Now they've worked out how to fight, what they're going to do, their next move, and so forth. Go ahead.
When, for example, Hannibal released the elephants, the Roman. Sorry. Slakia. When, for example, Hannibal released the elephants, the Romans, under orders from Scipio, stood firm and allowed them to pass through clearly.
See? So he released the elephants and they stood firm. And because they didn't run and panic and whatnot, the elephants passed through. See if you can pull me up a war elephant. We're going to pull up a war elephant.
What happened was they found a way to like manipulate elephants.
Yeah, they found a way like the elephants won't attack them. So now imagine the first thing that they was petrified of was the elephants. So I mean, put it this way, it's like if you've got an aggressive dog and the dog chases people when they run. Imagine if no one runs from your dog and your dog just walks past. There's nothing else you can do now. We weren't scared of you, we were scared of the dog. Now we know how to not be scared of the dog no more. It's like in the movie Friday, they found a way to get past the dog. They gave the dog some weed, man. What was it? Friday after next?
No, Friday.
Next Friday, they gave that dog some weed, man. They found a way to manipulate the dog. Imagine now, you're scared of the dog. Before that, the dog was chasing Day around the neighborhood. But Day jumping on cars. Now, they've manipulated the dog. Now, no one's scared of you no more. So now that's what they did. They found a way around these elephants. Before they was petrified. Now they're no longer petrified because they found ways around them. So look at this elephant here. These war elephants was... Imagine seeing this for the first time. You would think this is Satan himself, man. I'm telling you, imagine that, the tusks, all of those kind of things. This thing would be scary to behold, man. Behold is an old English word for to see. I'm telling you, imagine seeing that, and then you see a hammer on his back with a spear, and listen, man, a spear and bows and all the weapons that they have, you'd be petrified. Now, once these Hamites sent the war elephants, these are just step to the side and let the elephants pass freely.
That's like you look at the picture, you might can see there's a man.
Yeah.
Like you see the size difference in the comparison.
Exactly.
I think on the back here of the elephant is bagger man with spears. Like, you know, a horse can carry one person, maybe two. There's a bagger man in there, like with spears in it.
Exactly. So you seeing that, you're thinking, oh, you're thinking it's over for us. Look how small the man is. So now they learn out, all right, let them pass by. So Scipio, he worked it out like, all right, then these elephants ain't gonna attack. So they worked all of that out. And then now Hannibal wants to make a peace treaty. And now Rome's like, no peace. Because Hannibal knows shit, these are about to get me now. It's like, go ahead.
Marked lanes in their formation. It's like will pass through marked lanes in their formation. Then, when the two sides joined battle, the envelopment tactic was used. But at this time, it was Hannibal and the Carthaginian army who were trapped inside.
See? So now the Carthaginians are trapped now. This is why going to a man's land and fighting a man in his land, sometimes it ain't wise, man. Listen, man, sometimes it ain't wise. They're far from Carthage. I'm telling you, they're far from North Africa at this point. They're far from there. It's lucky. Go ahead.
With some 20,000 Carthaginians, death, and only 1,500 Roman losses.
See, so now the Romans are beginning to wipe the floor with them now. The Carthage was winning at first. Hannibal and them was winning at first. But now The Romans are wiping the floor with them now. Imagine they lose 20,000 and the Romans only lost 1,500. That's crazy, man. Listen, like while it is, the Romans only lost 1,500 and Carthage lost 20,000. Carthage has lost like near enough. Carthage has lost like 100% more than the Romans have right here. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, like that's like half of the population of like a small city like Leeds or something. Like bag of people still.
And imagine 20,000 is gone. This is your men of war. Now, what happens when you understand this? This is how war works. Your men of war fight, and the men that are not men of war stay at home. So imagine once all the men of war die, what happens? The men that ain't men of war, the men of war from the other city that overthrew them, they just go and take over your city. Put it this way: you're a warrior in your house. You're a warrior in your house. Imagine if someone kills you, they can just come take over your house. And tell your son, tell your son, man, move over, man. They can tell your son, move over, man. This is my house now. They can tell your wife, look, I'm moving in now. This is my building now. Move out. My family said this reminds him of 300. Listen, I'm going to watch 300 later, man. I'm telling you. I'm going to watch that shit tonight, but it's lucky. Go ahead.
The Battle of Zama brought about a stunning Roman victory.
This victory was stunning for Rome. Now Rome's finding their feet. Go ahead.
And concluded the Second Punic War.
Now this concluded the Second Punic War. Now Rome's whooped them now. Now Rome's won this second war. Hannibal put up a good fight. Not good enough, Hannibal, man. Not good enough. So lucky, go ahead.
Beyond all expectation, Rome's extraordinary combat was capped by the term of the peace. Carthage was allowed to retain the territory in Africa than it had held that it had held before, but its overseas empire, next slide please, was taken away forever.
Oh, so now Rome took its empire away forever. So now it was allowed to have the little city of Carthage, but Rome took its overseas territory away forever. And if you know anything about the oppressor and wars, when they beat you in a war, what do you have to do? You have to free up some of your colonies. I'm sure Germany had to free up Poland or one of them. They had to free up Poland and some other colonies. They had to get. This is how a lot of countries become independent states. Because why? The country that ruled over them lost the war, and then they have to, in their treaties, all right, make them become an independent state. Germany had to give up a ton of money, a ton of states. Go ahead.
It was forced to surrender its fleets and its elephants.
See? So now, imagine this. What made Carthage strong? Rome's taking it now. Remember before, Carthage had a fleet and Rome copied how they made it.
Same with Germany as well. Germany was like good with technology at that time. Like imagine like BMW making machine guns back then. One of the conditions after the war was that you can't make no more weapons.
See, that's what I'm saying. And if you do make weapons, guess what happens? They go to war with you, man. This is why Donald Trump's always saying Russia's not allowed to have nuclear weapons. Iran's not allowed to have nuclear weapons. They're doing the same thing that Rome was doing, man. You're not allowed to have this, but they're allowed to have it, but you're not. So now one of Carthage's weapons was the elephants. Now Rome's saying, yo, you have to give up your elephants. How you think you started getting certain animals in Europe, man? That's what I'm saying. That's how you listen, man. Look at a lot of these zoos. A lot of these animals in these zoos ain't indigenous to the places where they are. Like lions ain't from England. I'm sure the only decent animal that was from England was the wolf, right? Yeah, only the wolf was from England. That's what I'm saying. Only the wolf was from England. Listen, man, I used to be Googling all the time who would win in a fight, a wolf or a hyena. I used to Google all of that shit. Nah, that's what I'm saying. All of these, you see, the only way these animals fight is when Rome would bring them to the Colosseum. So they would never fight until Rome would bring them to the Colosseum, and then that's how a tiger would fight a bear, an elephant would fight this, a man would fight a that. That's the white man's fantasy of seeing animals kill each other. All of this horse racing, dog racing, all of that comes from him. With us, we just use the horse to get from A to B. The horse is like a car to us. Like black people, we don't really race cars like that. For us, it's originally, we just want to get from A to B. For us, we want to race the car. Shaniqua says, yo, come around, I got a free house. We want to race the car to Shaniqua's. What are they trying to do? We ain't trying to race no car on the track, man. Come on, man. We ain't trying to work out because this car Nowadays we're into it, but back then you think we was into, because this car goes this fast, and this brake, and this engine, and this turbo. No. We just want to know this can get us from here to Chinookas in 2 minutes. But it's lucky. Go ahead.
To pay 10,000 talents, 250 kilograms, or 255 tons.
See, so now imagine how much Carthage has to pay. 255 tons. I'm sure a car weighs about a ton, right? I'm sure a car weighs about a ton. So if they have to pay 255 tons, can you imagine how much they have to pay? And Rome's taking the piss at this point. Rome knows you're gonna cripple your economy, you're gonna cripple your people in order for you to make that money. Understand this: the money that Carthage would have to pay, where's it gonna come from? It's gonna come from the people, man. It's gonna come from the people of Carthage. This is another way to make the people of Carthage hate their government. Because what are they gonna say? Yo, you're taxing us too much. Carthage is gonna say, yo, you know we have to pay Rome back 250 tons. So that's what they're gonna say. They're gonna say, oh, you know we owe Rome 250 tons, so we need to increase the tax. Imagine if one day England's tax is high already, but imagine if they increased it more. Actually, you know what? We shouldn't let England, because we're paying tax to help Russia, Ukraine, man. Imagine my tax money is going to Ukraine. Ukraine ain't a me problem, man. It's not a me problem. So lucky, go ahead.
Yeah, average car weighs about 1.5 or 2 tons.
See? So imagine that's 250 cars, man.
No, not that. Imagine a car of solid gold.
Exactly.
You got to pay 250 of them.
Exactly. You're paying 250 cars full of gold. Imagine that, man. They had to pay 250 tons. Now everyone knows gold is what countries use to get rich and so forth. They're gonna strip Carthage till it's broke at this point. So lucky, go ahead.
A nuclear non-proliferation treaty today, never to rearm or declare any war without permission.
Never what?
Never to declare any war without permission.
Imagine this. Now Rome set up that you can't declare war without permission. America does the same thing, man. You can't declare war without permission. What we're living right now is what everybody was living under the Roman Empire. That you can't declare war without permission. Imagine this. I've got an issue with a country and I can't go to war with that country without another country's permission. Rome was bullying Carthage at this point, man. America does the same thing. Great Britain does the same thing. You can't declare war without their permission. Or if you do declare war without their permission, what happens? They then declare war on you. So, lucky, go ahead.
Zama marked a key turning point. While Carthage lost the Western Mediterranean Empire, Rome now the master of 2 new provinces of Spain.
So now this is how Rome got to ruling over Spain. So you know Rome ruled over Spain. This is how Rome got to ruling over Spain. Because they whooped the Carthaginians and they got 2 new provinces. Yes, then they got 2 new provinces. That's lucky, go ahead.
And the sole power in the region gained one for his inspired leadership and brilliance in Africanus. He was not only one who bathed in glory for their instrument part in winning of the west of the ancient aristocratical family of the Cornelii Scipions, shot to preeminence among the Roman elite. So, one branch of young Tiberius Ceromius Greecus family tree was thus established.
So now this is talking about a family in Rome that was established. And then as you go down the line, you'll find out that a lot of them that came from this line, further down, when we get to the Roman emperors, obviously we're not going to get to that part today, but eventually I'm trying to finish the whole series on the beginning of Rome all the way to the fall of Rome. So you'll realize that a lot of them came through a family that started to increase taxes, how they started to go throughout the earth and conquer certain regions. Listen, we're not even 1% through this whole Rome series, but it's lucky. Go ahead.
However, it was another of his ancestors who would go on to match Scipio's conquest of the Western Mediterranean. He would do so by concluding the conquest of the Greek East, the strategy by which Rome came to dominate the East between 197 and 168 BC.
See, so now Rome began to dominate the East. And now, after a while, you'll see that Rome then conquer. Imagine this. Rome first conquered Carthage, took everything from them. Then after that, Rome then decided they wanted to go conquer Greece, took everything from them. So everything that came under that Greek Empire, Rome took it. Everything that came under this Carthaginian Empire, Rome took it. You see, that's how Rome got a lot of his lands, by going to war and conquering.
Was a little different from that used in the West. In the aftermath of the Punic Wars, the signs of an empire was plain to see. Roman garrisons and standing armies were now dotted around Sicily.
See, so now Roman garrisons and Roman armies were now dotted around Sicily. So now they're making the Roman Empire. Now they got soldiers on the streets. Now they got other provinces. Now they're stretched out. They got people living in North Africa now. And now everywhere became a Roman province. What you'll find out is later on, they will take slaves there. That's what they'll do. Later on, they'll take slaves there. So if you're wondering how eventually, not at this time, but later on down the line, how Israelites started getting to like North Africa and Spain and all and Rome, it was under the Roman Empire, because the Roman Empire would take slaves. So that's how a lot of our people started getting taken from one place to another. Yes, Lucky, go ahead.
Sardinia, Corsica, and Spain. Taxes from these provinces were being raised.
See, and now that Rome's conquered it, now Rome's raising the taxes. Now Rome is raising the taxes of all these places now. Now, raising the taxes means what? One day you're paying 21%, someone else takes over 50% tax now. You can't say nothing. Why? Because the Roman Empire is now ruling over your region. They're now ruling over your land. You have to shut your mouth and just pay the tax. That's what you have to do. Shut your mouth and pay the tax. That's Lucky, go ahead.
And the annually elected Roman officer holders allotted to govern those provinces immediately.
And now, the governors, they chose to rule over those provinces. So now, when you read in the Bible with Christ, and you see that Pontius Pilate and these men was over certain provinces, that's how they got over these provinces, because they was elected. So this is now when Rome's setting the whole thing up. Rome's setting up their elections of how they're going to elect people and how they're going to put people over provinces. Understand this, the Roman emperors, like for instance, no, but you wouldn't really see the Roman emperor. Why? He would have a man in charge and he would put him over the province. The Roman emperor, in his mind, is too great to go to these little provinces that he rules over. It's like, put it this way, it's like King Charles barely goes and visits his colonies. He don't need to. He just sends a man there on his behalf. He used to send his son there on his behalf. So they're doing the same thing. So now when you get to reading the Bible and you see, all right then, how did Rome elect people to rule over the province? This is how they got it and this is how they done it. But it's Lucky, go ahead.
So he immediately began to exploit their mineral wealth for the benefit of Rome.
He did what?
Immediately began to exploit their mineral wealth for the benefit of Rome.
He began to exploit their wealth for the benefit of Rome. So now they're trying to make Rome rich, man. That's what they're doing. They're making Rome rich. Go ahead.
The brother said they do it unto this day. The Dutch got the governor. The Dutch got a governor in Carousel right now.
See? Listen, man, what you'll find is a lot of things that we have comes from the Roman Empire. A lot of it, a ton of it comes from what they had going on in Rome. Yes, Lucky, go ahead.
In the East, by contrast, the Roman Senate took a slightly more subtle and gradual diplomatic path to asserting Rome's supremacy.
See, and now they wanted what? Rome's supremacy, and the white man today wants white supremacy. That's it. They wanted Rome supremacy. The white man wants white supremacy. Go ahead.
The Eastern Mediterranean was at this time made up of a series of kingdoms.
So the Eastern Mediterranean was made up of a series of kingdoms. Go ahead.
They were known as the successor kingdom of Alexander the Great.
See, so now after this, they're going to move on to Alexander the Great. Who was Alexander the Great? Alexander the Great was a Greek. That was the Greeks. So now when you read the book of Daniel, it lets you know that what? Rome overthrew the Greeks, man. And then we'll probably get to that next week where Rome now targets Greece. So everything that came with Greece, Rome took it. Because they had a battle called the Battle of Corinth. So you're realizing that what? Rome is having a ton of battles. They've had the Punic Wars, the wars in Carthage. Now they're about to have what? Now to move on to the Battle of Corinth. Lucky, go ahead.
Because the dynasties that ruled them were founded by Alexander the Greek. Sorry, Alexander's Greek general. When next slide.
You know what? We up on the so lucky next week. We're gonna try finish. Then again, we're not gonna finish this off next week. I feel like we ain't even a quarter way through. While it is, we're gonna try get some done next week. So we're gonna try finish this series on Rome. So lucky, it might honestly, I'm thinking it might take about what 8 classes. That's too long, isn't it? That's too long. Yeah, that's too long. Try wrap it up in the next 2 classes because we've got to move on to bonfire night and Halloween and Christmas. If anything, we might drop it and pick it back up later on in the year. But with that, we're up on the time.
Men of Israel, I imagine it's me stand. I imagine Shabbat. I imagine Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Barakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Barakatah. All right, for what again, for rocking with me again, Israel will be here tomorrow, 7 p.m. Scripture.